Hey Gage, how's it going, man?
What's up, Tim? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love your neon sign behind you there, right there. Button Leads, buttonleads.com. That's great.
Yeah. I sleep with it on. I wake up and it's on. That's all I think about.
Well, now you're based in New York City, right? So that's fitting, right? To sleep with neon lights above your head.
It's a city that never sleeps.
That's right. Well, hey, let's jump right in here. Tell me about your company and how it impacts the real estate community.
Wow, Tim, that's a broad question. um, it impacts a lot of different investors. I wouldn't say there's one mold that we fit. It could be a lender, it could be a buyer, wholesaler, flipper, anything in the space, especially what Pace teaches. And now we're getting into business acquisitions as one of our clients slowly
Right.
starts to transition there. We try to accommodate all of our investors that we have, and we're very malleable. So helping them just whatever their vision is, right? We love to work with visionaries. 99.9 of our clients are visionaries. The
Yeah.
0.01%, they may have a partner that's very high level integrator helping with a lot of their businesses. But we like to think of ourselves as a fractional integrator. And what that means is as long as you have a vision, we'll put the systems in place and help you get to that goal.
Awesome. So now you do more than just CRMs, but like for like a brand new
Right.
person, who doesn't even know the lingo yet, what is a CRM and how do you help with integration with that?
Yeah, so a CRM is where our clients' leads are hosted, hence the name Button Leads. Our main
Right.
thing is we fill those pipelines, or a pipeline would be where your leads are held from
Mhm.
the first touch to you having a conversation with them to close. So we keep that pipeline full for our clients, and that is within a CRM or a customer relationship management platform where you
Mhm.
can organize, you can communicate, you can take notes, have your team all in one spot. And it really allows our visionaries or our clients, sorry, uh, if anyone doesn't know, a visionary is sort of the mind behind of a business. Sort of, I want to do this. How do I make it happen? That's the visionary. An integrator is here's the how. That's what we point ourselves as. So we put them in a CRM. That's where they're hosted, where all their leads are.
Mhm.
And on the back end side, yes, we are generating those leads for them.
Yeah, because if you don't have leads, you don't have a business, right? And
That's true.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, I think I heard somewhere that it takes like 12 points of contact, like follow up number 12 is where sales start to happen. Most people think, oh, I'm just going to reach out to somebody and they're going to buy the first time. That's usually not how it
Mhm.
works, right?
Typically, that's not how it works. Sometimes you may get lucky, especially with a specific type of deal, right? So if somebody is in pre foreclosure, if no one knows what pre foreclosure is, it's when you have to make a decision of either selling your house or refinancing or whatever your solution is by X date. Sometimes that might be a first touch call, but 90% of the time it does take multiple touches, and to handle or to be on top of those touches and have a large amount of leads all going on at the same time, humanly impossible to keep up with all of that. So having an automation done through a CRM allows our clients to have a lot of hands in the pot at once, a lot of leads that they're contacting, or their CRM is touching base with them on at a given time.
Right. I mean, you got to track what you want to grow, right? So if you're not tracking those leads, if you're not tracking with those leads, and like you said, if you're wanting to grow a big business, that's going to be more than you can just keep track of on your phone or in your head. You need to have a system in place to keep things moving forward, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah. So now tell me, like you mentioned that your clients are typically visionaries, right? But you did say something about affiliates. Tell us about your affiliate program right now. What's going on with that?
We recently worked with Alex Hermosi. Alex
Awesome.
Hermosi is a, a business genius, right? If anyone knows him, they know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know him, go check him out. He's amazing. I should get paid for doing that, right? That would be an affiliate. So yeah,
Right.
so our affiliate program was brought to light because I worked with their team, and the one thing they said is, hey, get more affiliates, have your name out there. I don't do any marketing. We've always
Mm,
been straight word of mouth. So that is
mm.
something that we're implementing to people outside of our client base, is to refer people to us. Once they sign up, then our affiliate would get paid a percentage of that client's fee.
And you said that's a pretty substantial like affiliate referral fee that you're handing out there if somebody signs up with your team, right?
It
Like it's
is.
not
It
like it's
is.
not like it's not like $100. It's not like
It's
or
not
500.
$100. No, no. It could probably pay some people's rent with just one client,
Nice.
depending on the platform or the subscription plan that is purchased by that referee or referee. I don't know if that's a word,
Yeah,
but the
refer right.
referral, I guess. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty, substantial amount. Thanks to Alex verbally saying to me, previously, your affiliate program sucks. You need to be doing X. And I said, that's a lot of money. He said, you're welcome. So
Yes, yes.
um, it is pretty cool. I could drop a link after this call, or you can, of our black book that I made. I spent about a week making it, just outlining, everything that we do, what the payout structure is, and all of that for anybody who's interested in doing affiliates. There's a lot of business models out there where their main marketing strategy is just affiliate marketing.
Yeah, no, I got you. That's good. Our organization with Fund to Freedom just started doing affiliates too. So if anybody out there wants to learn about transactional funding, reach out to Tim Marcella here at Funds to Close, and we'll hook you up. But you know what? You mentioned it could almost pay your rent. I just was curious: is that the New York rent or the Phoenix rent? Because I think the New York rent's a little higher.
I guess it depends on where you are. I think on our lower end, it can definitely pay someone's rent in Alabama.
Yeah,
On the
yeah,
higher end, it can certainly pay the rent that we're paying here in New York. So
yeah, yeah,
across
for
the
sure.
board, from the cheapest to the most expensive, as long as you're not in the penthouse. But if you want to have it pay your penthouse rent, just start selling more of it.
Yeah. So how did you get on this journey of, being the integrator and, did you try other things? I mean, a lot of people, they kind of dabble in a lot of different things, get the shiny objects and jump all over the place, and then they land on where their fit is. Like, how did you get to be the integrator guy with buttonleads.com?
From being hungry, being broke, being poor, putting in a lot of sweat equity without any return for a long time put me in the position to say yes to something I thought I never would. I originally started wholesaling. I was door knocking. I
Okay.
was working for Chase Bank. I had
Okay.
3 hours after work to go door knock. I didn't have any money to put towards any marketing, didn't know what I was doing. And it was a very slow process. I got
Hmm.
5 or 6 deals or so over the time. But I moved out to Phoenix. As you know, it's where I
Yeah.
met you. And then from
Yeah.
there, my door knocking days ended. So I had no more income. I tried the door knocking in Phoenix, and it was way too hot to do so. So I tried the lending route, and I called about 50 people a day, just couldn't find anyone to do a deal with me. But funny or not, I found my girlfriend during that outreach time, calling her to see if she had any money. But I was dead broke, and one of
Sounds like a typical entrepreneur, right? Dead broke, hungry,
really,
willing to do whatever it takes. That's the ingredients, people, for a successful entrepreneur. Let me tell you. So
yeah, I couldn't pay my rent. I think I had maybe a week left to figure something out, and Kevin
wow.
Cho, if nobody knows who Kevin Cho is, he is still young, really young kid, crushing it in the wholesale space.
Yeah.
Um, and he asked me to build out his systems. The reason why he asked was because I was within another team trying to act as an acquisitions guy, and I just love the system part. And he's like, "Can you build that for me and my team?" When I did, he paid me, didn't even ask him for it. He paid me, it covered my rent. And I said, why am I not doing this? I didn't know how to do it. I just knew I had to do it. So I started doing it. And the first thing I started doing was actually was affiliating for REI Reply, which is another CRM. So I used
Okay.
to tell people, hey, if you go and purchase REI Reply under my affiliate link, I will give you a free snapshot of the pipeline that I built for Kevin Cho.
Hmm.
And that they at the time were paying 50% of their monthly fee, and their monthly fee was $98 or something like that.
Mhm.
So I got about 30 affiliates just
Awesome.
by doing that, and it was amazing. I was able to pay my rent just with the affiliate, and it quickly became I'm relying on REI Reply support team. They have to transfer the snapshot, they have to fix anything, or have to log in personally to their account, and it was a hassle, especially with 30 people relying on your snapshot. And I'm I love my product, and it was my stuff, and I wanted to be the best that it could be, and I had to rely on another company to make it happen. So I then decided to take the risk of owning my own agency, which is at the time was a lot of money to just
Yeah.
have an agency because I was already barely scraping by with the affiliates. I did that for about a year at super low ticket cost. We were just a CRM. It was just me. I was the support. I was the sales. I was the tech dude. I was everything.
Yeah.
And it quickly became overwhelming. And a lot of my clients, or all of them, I should say, were all visionaries. And I'm thinking to myself, why did Kevin Cho have so much success when I worked with him, but all these other clients are just stuck and they can't figure out the system? And it's just another project they have to learn.
Hmm.
So I realized that I was running Kevin Cho's account. I was pulling the lists, I was importing them, I was skip tracing them, I was starting his campaigns, and all he had to do was just talk to the leads.
Right.
And I thought to myself, this is the model. This is the only way that people are going to have success and make a difference in what they're doing is if it's done for them, because nobody has the time to make this stuff work. They just want it to work and just talk to leads. So about a year ago, we completely changed our model from just a CRM to a lead generation source. I brought on a partner.
Yeah.
We built a whole team, and now all of our clients just sit inside their pipeline, wake up every morning, and they have a pipeline full of leads to talk to, and they
That's
don't have
awesome.
to worry about touching the system. Running it, starting it, learning it is all done one-on-one with our team, and we simplified it so much that all they need to know how to do is click the call button. So it's really exciting to see our clientele just like going from this is so frustrating, I hate it, to this is amazing, I've never had something so easy to use.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you're living proof that you can pay your rent off of affiliate fees. There you go, right
You
there.
can't. I didn't
So
mean to tie that together, but
it did
it's
though. It
the
was
truth.
perfect. Perfect. Well, hey, one last question before we go here. What advice would you have for like somebody who's brand new in real estate investing, just getting started? Like, what would you tell them?
I would say take action 100%. When I first started, it took me 3 months to start door knocking because I
Yeah.
wanted to get my LLC together. I wanted to get my website,
Mhm.
my logo, all of these things that mean absolutely nothing to people. Nothing. When I started making money was when I went to the door and knocked.
That's it.
I could have gone in my underwear. I mean, probably not, but you don't need all these steps that you think a lot of these
Right.
people think they need to get this done before they do X. You don't just go out and do it. And that's exactly how I made Button Leads was I didn't have time to wait to build up the brand. I went on ChatGPT and made the name, and I just went and ripped it without a logo, without a website. I'm just like, I can give you a pipeline. This is what I know how to do right now, and I can do it today. And this is how much it costs. So if you're an entrepreneur or if you're in real estate and you're thinking about doing something, just go do it. And if it ends up not working, like the 4 or 5 things that I tried, at some point, if you don't give up, something will click.
Yeah.
Probably
Absolutely.
right before you're about to not be able to pay your rent, something will happen. So just keep pushing, keep trying, and don't wait. Time
Yeah.
kills, and the
Yes.
universe or whatever will repay you for taking action. So just go do it.
Absolutely. I think people do creative procrastination. You know, they spend a lot of time setting things up, getting their ducks in a row. And you know what?
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have leads you don't have a business. So get out there and generate some leads one way or another. And if you don't have your own leads, hook up with Gage here, and Button Leads will put them right on your computer every morning so you can start getting out there and taking action, right? So
That's true. Yes, sir.
well, hey, Gage, thank you so much for being on Investor Spotlight with us. And I'm excited to partner with you in the future. And yeah, send me your affiliate information, because I know we probably know some people who need what you've got.
Awesome. Would love to.
Okay. Oh, and what's the best way for people to get a hold of you if they want to reach out and become an affiliate to market for you, or if they really want to just use your services?
If they want to reach out to me, they can do it through Facebook at Gage Garber. I think I'm the only one out there. There may be one other kid. I think he's in Scotland or something that I found. But
Okay.
reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram DMs. If you want to know about Button Leads, go to buttonleads.com and schedule a call. That will be directly with me. You can meet me one-on-one. You can ask me questions if you just want some insight on some tech stuff or some lead generation stuff. I'll be more than happy to give you some value. But the best way to get a hold of me probably would just be to schedule a call with me, because I'll show up.
There you go. Same thing for us. If you want to get a hold of us over here at Funds to Close, just go to fundstoclose.net and you can book an appointment, and we'll get together with you. My wife and I both have appointment schedules that we can meet with people if they want to find out more about transactional funding, which is what we do. All right, man. Well, hey, good talking with you. Let's talk again soon, and wish you great success as you're growing your amazing business.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Investor Spotlight. I hope you've gotten some value out of that today. And if you have, please click the subscribe button right here and share it with your friends. We'll see you next time.